Here he comes on his big toy.
Oh, I have got a big toy today. How about this?
Just your size, actually.
It is perfect. I like it. Now, today is all about compact ride-ons. We've got two lovely Cobra machines here. But first of all, I want to talk about ride-on mowers, because collectively we call them ride-ons. But that is actually a garden tractor because the engine is at the front. And this is a true ride-on because the engine is underneath and you're sat on it. So hence why it's called
a ride-on.
A ride-on, because you ride on the engine. So yeah, we're going to put them to the test, see what they can do, and see what is right for you if you're in the market for a
ride-on or garden tractor.
Compact ride-on or compact garden tractor, exactly that. So yeah, let's get going.
Right, and today I've got the Cobra LTX 92 HR2L V-twin.
And now you said that, I'm going to forget mine. I think mine's an H.
Starts with an
It's an L. The last bit starts with H. Mine is a Cobra LTX 66 HRL. Oh yes, a little mini ride-on, but with hydrostatic drive.
No V-twin?
No V-twin, mate. Oh. No, all six horsepower of single cylinderness.
17 and a half.
17 and a half horsepower. There we are. Right, after you, sir. Well, this one purrs like a kitten.
You keep up?
Probably not. This is going to be fun. So first test, cut and collect, exactly what these mowers are designed to do. So they're both collecting machines, they've both got grass boxes on the back. Yours is theoretically direct collect, twin bladed, going in back of the box. Mine's single bladed, driving the grass up the side of the box.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how that does. But we're on a fairly, I'd say, common English lawn.
Yeah.
There's a bit of moss, bit of grass, bit of weed.
Got about 10 days worth of growth on it since we last cut it.
Which hasn't had a great deal of rain. So there's a lot of seed heads, not a great deal of bulk of grass.
No.
Which is a good average UK lawn.
Yeah.
Right, let's start up this little beast. Brake in, turn the key. Oh, lovely. Listen to that little engine purr. Full revs. Gauge my deck. Adjust the kite hut down. Hammer away. Right, if you're after something a bit more compact, this is the Cobra LTX 66 HRL, perfect for smaller gardens or tighter spaces. This one runs on a 6 horsepower Lonson engine, simple, reliable and perfect for the job. You're looking at a 66 centimetre single bladed deck with a lever blade engagement. No fancy electronics here, just pull and go. Cutting heights range from 30 to 75 millimetres with 6 settings, giving you decent control over your finish. It's hydrostatic too, which is brilliant to see at this price point. Smooth speed control without fumbling through the gears. The 150 litre grass bag is spot on for smaller areas, and it can mulch, collect or side discharge depending on how you want to use it. There is no dashboard, no headlights and the seat is standard, but for £1,999 you're getting solid performance, versatility and a mower that just gets the job done. It's a cracking entry-level machine for homeowners who want Cobra build quality without spending big.
I thought we were going to touch noses then.
Nearly. I love the power of this little engine. It's a lovely, sweet little sound for a 6-cylinder. Sorry, 6-cylinder. I said nearly for that.
You'd be pretty keen about a 6-cylinder, isn't it?
6 horsepower, single cylinder. Normally they sound awful.
Yeah.
This sounds really, really nice. Now there's one feature I really like about it that is not on any other ride-on I've ever seen. Actually say that's tell a lie, it is on one other, but slightly different. I actually like this design better. Now when you reverse a ride-on, same with that one, this is for about 10 years, you've got to press a button before you reverse, otherwise the deck cuts out. On this one, that button is actually on the foot pedal on the left, which I really, really like. And I think it's something that tractors could adopt.
When you think about it, there's more room and more foot room on this machine to actually accommodate something like that, whereas you've actually got limited foot room. So
yeah, with my size, I've got size 12 feet, so a small machine like this is going to be awkward.
We're not going
no matter which one you go to. No, I can't get my foot in between the two pedals, and to use it as a rocker just doesn't really work. I like to put my foot flat and then use that. So, right, your turn, mate.
Yeah, let's fire up.
I better get out of your way now.
With my 8-cylinder engine, up on full throttle, pull out the choke, foot down on the brake, turn the key. Up on the throttle. pull up the electromagnetic switch, turn on the deck. Now this is the Cobra LTX 92 HR2L, a serious bit of kit if you're tackling larger lawns. Under the bonnet we've got a 586cc V-twin engine pushing out 17.5 horsepower. It's smooth, punchy and ideal for powering through thicker or longer grass without bogging down. You've got a 92cm twin blade cutting deck with electromagnetic blade engagement. Press a button and you're off. Cutting height is adjustable through 7 positions from 25mm to 18mm, giving you loads of flexibility whether you're doing a rough first cut or a tight finish. Hydrostatic drive gives you a car-like control. No gear shifting faff, it's got a whooping 280 litre grass bag on the back. LCD dashboard, superior comfort seat, headlights, this thing's built for proper comfort and prolonged use. You can mulch or collect depending on the job, and at $2,849 it packs a serious spec for the money. This one's ideal for anyone with a good chunk of grass and need for power and convenience.
Come on then, big boy.
Had to be done, didn't it?
There's always one, isn't there? Yeah. Dear, dear, dear.
Right.
So yeah,
Bit more power in my one.
a lot more power in yours. Obviously wider cut.
Yeah.
It makes it easier to keep a straight line with the tractor.
And you get the job done a lot quicker.
Yeah. So obviously I felt, the littlest, smallest movement on here is very hard to keep this in a straight line.
But size doesn't matter because the next test is going to be maneuverability, and I think you're going to win hands down with your machine.
Oh, whoops, sorry. My bad.
You know we're going to have a tug of war in a minute.
I just got horrible visions now. I don't know if I want to know that. Anyway, this didn't actually turn as tight as I thought it would. It feels like it does because, the smallest movement, a lot happens. And obviously we turn both ways on that test. So some mowers will find that it will turn sharper one way than they will the other.
This one here has got a 45cm turning circle, but I couldn't find the details for that, so I wouldn't be able to tell you what it is.
I'd say it's probably more like 50, 55, something like that, if that's 45, just ratio-wise. I had to, just watching back the footage quickly there, I think I had to reverse 4 times to get round. You only reversed twice. Yeah. So there's a big difference there. Right, I should have a bit of fun.
Speed drag race?
Speed drag race, yes, definitely.
Like a speed drag race.
Speed drag race.
Yeah.
Yeah, not your type of drag race. No. We'll do the engine version.
Do you want a bit of nitro for your 6-cylinder?
Yeah. Come on, RuPaul, let's go.
RuPaul. What are you doing there, James?
Just see if I can open the throttle up a bit more. I think I might need it.
But do you know what would make this a little bit more interesting? Instead of just turning the key, we could run the distance, get on our Rideon, turn the key, then drive it back.
Well, that means I'll definitely win.
The sportsman that you are.
All right, okay. All right.
You up for it?
Yeah, that's all right. Let's run in then.
All right.
Okay. Oh, God.
On your marks.
What are you doing?
Doing it properly, aren't we?
You're doing it properly. All right, go on then.
I'm worried about splitting my trousers, to be honest.
I'm more worried about my bad hips I've got.
No.
Right, okay.
Right, ready?
Yeah.
Gonna count it, son?
Count us in, Alex.
3, 2, 1, go.
All right, that's more level pegging than I thought it would be. Yes, I got away quicker. It's not going to last long though.
Bringing it home for the Cobra.
First one to stop with their feet on the steering wheel.
I told you he made some rule up and go along.
As if we don't pant enough in our videos as it is.
That's got me in.
Right, we'll be right back. I've just jumped on his mower and I've got to say, this is a comfortable seat on here. Right, we're going to do some mulching. So we're going to show you how the mulch plugs go in. Right, so both machines come with a mulch plug, and they just simply, you take the grass box off and they go in like so, lock them in place, and you can pop your clips on. Exactly the same with yours as well.
Yeah, exactly the same, just a little bit bigger plug. Again.
Now, yours is direct collect, so it comes up through the middle, so you can't actually side discharge with Josh's, but because mine has side exit, you can actually put a side discharge chute on there. So if you just want to cut longer grass and throw it out the side, you can just lift that flap and put the associated cover on there. So right, we're both in mulching. I guess we both got to have the grass boxes back on again, and then we can have a go mulching.
Cool.
Now, we've just changed over mowers and mowed a little bit ourselves, just so we've got a bit more of a rounder roundup, whatever it is anyway. I think this is a very comfortable machine. The steering wheel's a nice
lovely
height.
seat.
Very comfy seat.
Yeah.
That one's not quite so comfy.
No.
But it is what it is. Nice drinks holder. These handles here, right?
I'm not quite sure
I've
what
never
they're
seen
designed
them
for.
on another Rideon, but they are metal. They're solid, unless it's for when you're on really steep ground.
Traversing,
and you want to,
yeah.
But you know, obviously they're only rated up to probably what, 15 degrees anyway.
Yeah.
That's probably only rated up to 10 degrees.
That, or if you're going that fast on it and you just want to take your hands off and just let the wind go through your hair, you
Steer
can
with
just
your knees. yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
But no, good direct collect machine.
Something sub £3,000, that is a good bit of kit, I think.
That is good.
Personally.
So what price does that one come out at?
That's just under £2,000. You get a pound back.
You do.
1999.
Brilliant. And this one?
2899, I believe, off the top of my head. Yeah.
Well, there's definitely £900 difference between the two.
Definitely. Yeah.
You know, under £2,000 now, there's very few ride-on lawnmowers that are even worth considering.
We never really, as when we were dealers, never really sold anything sub £2,000, did we?
No,
Not really.
Now that one, the little ride-on, I would say is for someone who perhaps doesn't want to push a lawnmower anymore, but wants a mower that is to be able to sit on.
Yeah.
So it's more of a rotary mower replacement.
Someone maybe getting on a little bit on age, maybe can't push a mower, or has access issues, because something like this can go through easily through a garden gate.
It can.
Real small one.
Yeah.
Whereas obviously that's going to struggle to go through a garden gate or some garden gates.
Access-wise, for getting on and off as well, that's really easy down, because you can sort of hook your leg in, whereas this one you've got to get it up over. You've got a limited room here, you've got the big sort of, you haven't got a flat floor, you've got that in the way, so that is a lot easier to get on and off of. So yeah.
Although having said that, I think we both struggled, is that drive pedal down there.
Oh, you've got shorter legs, it'd be fine.
Yeah, but you have got the visibility in the front.
Very good visibility. You haven't got that big bonnet like on this one in the way. You know, when you drove into me 4 or 5 times today, I hasten to add that.
Perhaps I just squashed the nose in a bit more.
You can obviously see what you're doing, and that's why it happened.
Well, they are.
When I crashed into him, I knew exactly what I was doing. But yeah, I would say both mowers don't cut amazingly high. They're not. We haven't cut long grass today. Normally we would do a tall grass cutting under the tree when we done the around the trees. That was probably 4 or 5 inches of grass. They both handled it, but I wouldn't say either of them are aimed at long grass like orchards or paddocks and things like that.
They're your domestic lawn cut once a week.
Yeah,
in the height of the growing season.
Definitely. But very good machines. You know, you've got oodles of power. This one. You know, 17.5 horsepower. The Win Lonson engine. Yeah, they've both got Lonson engines.
Yeah, and I was going to say that engine would be a reliable engine as well.
It is a reliable engine.
People won't know much about the Lonson engine, but actually it's a cracking bit of kit.
Cobra have been around since 2013.
Yeah,
they're backed up by one of the leading garden machinery distributors in the UK, Henton and Chattel, and they've got over 80 years of experience in the garden machinery world. But for a brand like Cobra, they're getting up there for a range, aren't they? I think it's 70 products they've got in their catalogue now. And with that, you know, they are they've got domestic machines, they've got commercial machines, they've got everything else in between.
Battery, they've got petrol, yeah.
It's a big range, keeping up with some of the biggest brands in the world, but they do come in at a good price.
Yeah. And they've got a good dealer network in the UK.
Very good dealer network in the UK. Probably one of the biggest dealer networks, actually. So you wouldn't be very far away from a Cobra dealer, put it like that.
Right, so hopefully this video has given you a little bit more confidence in looking at what compact ride-on might be more suitable for you.
And if you're not quite ready to go for a ride-on yet, we have linked another Cobra video right here, all about rotary lawnmowers. We're Machinery Nation. We bring you videos every single week about tools and machinery. So we hope to see you in the next one. Cheerio.
Cheerio.